Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be letting a random number generator pick how many pages I read each day. So it's pretty simple. I've got a random number generator up here on Google, and every day we're going to spin it, generate it, and whatever number I get is the amount of pages minimum I have to read for that day. Obviously, I can go over. So I've ended up with a few days free time unexpectedly, so I thought we would do a challenge style reading vlog because I've done a lot of more chilled out reading vlogs recently and I have enjoyed them, but I am looking forward to do something a bit more challenging again back on this channel. If I end up with a busy day, I might make the numbers adjust slightly, or if I end up wanting to do a really long day, I might make them higher. I want it to be a challenge, but I do want it to be possible. If it's physically impossible, then it's no fun. So for my first day, I'm going to set it between 50 and 400 pages. We're starting early, it is not even 9 AM yet, and I have a full day free to read. So 400 is a day full of reading, which sounds like the dream. And I put the minimum as 50 because 0 is no fun. I want at least 50 pages. And I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we're reading for our first day. Okay, I know that's at least 3 digits. 223, roundabout in the middle, okay? That is gonna be a good start to this challenge. The book I actually want to read, and it may be the only book I read in this video to be honest, because it is nearly 1,000 pages, and this is a book that's gonna tick off 2 parts of my reading goals for the year. So one of my reading goals was to read 5 Stephen King books, and this is a Stephen King book, and another one of my goals was to read 10 books over 500 pages, and this one is basically double that. So this is The Talisman by Stephen King and Peter Straub, and this is my Stephen King specific book club's book pick for the next 6 weeks. I have a main book club and then I have a separate one where we are reading every single Stephen King book in order of publication because he has a whole entire multiverse. I won't get too into that. All I will say is this is the one we've literally changed over to today, and because it is chunky and it's one I haven't read before, I'm super excited to get a start on it and read along with everyone. So let's see where, I've forgotten already how many pages, 223. Let's see how much of a chunk that even is. Okay, this is 223 pages, so yeah. I'll probably only be still getting into the setup of the story by the end of that goal, but this is definitely one I want to read. This is like an epic fantasy journey through a strange world, magic, adventure. I am excited to see. I don't think I've read a book by him and Peter Straub before, so I'll be interested to see how they work together. And I guess I'm just going to go ahead and start reading this book. I kind of know nothing about it, so I have nothing to tell you about it yet. I'll be back once I've read the first 100 pages or so and we'll talk about initial thoughts and setup. But for now, I'm going to get started with this chunker of a book. So I know this is the same angle, but it has been a couple hours and I am now just over 100 pages in to The Talisman. I'm on page 117 and it looks like I have not made a dent at all, but I'm over 100 pages in, I swear. And not only have I made, it feels like no progress, this is a duology. There is another book that I'm pretty sure is just as long in this story. And then there's a third book coming that Stephen King's writing right now, but I don't know if that's like making it a trilogy or if it's just an add-on. I don't know. Either way, yeah, I am nowhere near through this story. I don't know how I feel about it. As usual with Stephen King, we're thrown right in. We've got 2 POVs so far, but I think there'll probably end up being more. We have got a bunch of characters, multiple people I don't trust, one I know I'm not supposed to, a couple others I'm suspicious of. I do, however, like that one of the main perspectives is from a 12-year-old boy, and I like when Stephen King writes stories from young characters' perspective, specifically young boys, because the sense of like naivety and like whimsicalness when Stephen King is writing like something that is objectively horrifying and terrifying just makes things all the more creepier. This is more of an like adventure magical story than horror, but knowing King there's going to be some scary scenes anyway, and I hope there will be because I don't think adventure stories are really my thing so much. But again, it is Stephen King, so regardless, I'm going to enjoy it to some degree. I just don't know yet how I feel in terms of loving or hating, because that's not enough to form a strong opinion. I will say I'm intrigued to where we're going. The premise of this is one that I could either end up loving, or we take it down a stupid route, a silly route that Stephen King likes to do sometimes, and I'll end up not liking it. But, you know, I don't know how that's going to go yet. We're just going to have to find out. And I am excited to be reading this with my book club and seeing what other people think as well. So, who knows. I'm going to read a bit more of this. I don't know if I'm just going to read this throughout the video because I don't want to just do a vlog of one book. So we might read some more of this and then switch up, maybe get something up on my Kindle as well, just so that I'm not constantly reading one book for a reading vlog, because I do want to keep this interesting for you guys. I also have the audio for this, so I think I'm going to listen to this for a bit, get another chunk read, and we'll see where we go from there. So it is the evening now, and I have in fact finished my page goal. It was 223, and I think I read around about 275, so it was definitely a successful first day. I made it to page 195, yeah, of The Talisman by Stephen King and Peter Straub, and whilst I'm enjoying it, I definitely felt like that was enough read of it today, because it is quite slow. There's a lot happening, but the writing style is slow. I don't really know how to explain what I'm on about. Maybe once I've read some more, I'll have the words to describe what I'm talking about a little bit better. But yeah, after that I decided to switch over to my current Kindle read, which is Heavy by M.L. Burns. I've read bits of it throughout different reading vlogs over the past week or so, and I'm now like 85% of the way in, so I'm definitely going to finish it tomorrow. I read 80 pages of that, so overall had a good reading day. It is currently 12:30 at night, and I am kind of tired but not ready to go to sleep yet, so I thought we would generate our number for tomorrow, because it's technically day 2 now, and maybe if we get a high number I'll get a little bit of reading done before I go to sleep, so we can get a head start on the pages. It's kind of cheating, but you know, my challenge, my rules, my channel. Okay, we're gonna do between 50 and 400 pages again, because I have a pretty free day tomorrow, and you know, I want to get some reading done before I go to bed anyway. So without further ado, let's generate our number. Let's just get it to actually focus. Okay, it is 348. Okay, so that's like a whole contemporary romance book, but that's not what we're gonna read. 348 pages. Okay, that's gonna be a full day of reading, but that is kind of what I wanted to do tomorrow, because it's my last proper full day of nothing. I have plans on Sunday, but then I do have Monday free as well, so not my last full day, but you know, I want to spend tomorrow reading, so that's absolutely perfect. I actually think I might finish up Heavy before I go to bed. I'm on page 404, and there are 495 pages left. So if I finish it, I will have read 91 pages, but I don't know. I'm going to read until I get tired, and we'll see if I end up finishing it. I will be back in the morning to let you know how I get on. Hello, good morning. Well, nearly good afternoon. It is 11:30 and I'm just about ready to start my day. So in the early hours of the morning I finished up Heavy by M.L. Burns, and I ended up rating this 3.5 stars. I really liked the first 50%, and then for like 50 to 75% I wasn't enjoying it, and then it really picked back up again and I ended up enjoying the ending. The writing style wasn't the best. I'm not someone that cares too much about that, but I think maybe that affected my rating a little bit. Overall, I am enjoying it though. It's not my favourite from M.L. Burns. Desperate Run was 5 stars for me, but I will be continuing this series because it's good, it's fun. 3.5 stars is a good rating. Oh my god, ignore that huge spot on my chin. Anyway, that means I've already read 86 pages today, and we have 348 to read in total. I'm not going to do the maths there, but we've got around about 250. That don't even sound right. Something like that left to read. We'll be continuing with The Talisman. I also would like to have another physical book because I'm enjoying the audio of The Talisman, so I think I'm going to have that as my audiobook, and then I'm going to have a separate book to start as a new either Kindle or physical, but I don't know what that's going to be yet. I honestly don't know what I'm in the mood to read today. I've had a very, very slow start to my morning because I stayed up way too late finishing that book, but I just could not put it down because it was really, really entertaining. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to read. but I'll just keep you updated throughout the day. I like that idea. I like just, when I know, you'll know, you know, but I don't know right now. So I have been reading some more of The Talisman, and I've read 70-ish pages so far of this, and then I obviously read 86 pages of Heavy, which means we have just under 200 pages left still to read today, and it is already 10:30 at night. So I think I want at least 100 more pages of that to be The Talisman, because things are starting to happen now. Things are getting good. I'm getting invested, but I do, like I said, want to start something either on my Kindle or a physical book as well, because I'm really liking this on audio, but I'm in the mood to read a physical book, so I don't know what that's going to be. But like I said, I'm not going to do the exact math right now, but it's just under 200 pages left to read, so I've got a long night ahead of me yet. And I don't know what I want to pick up. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I really don't know. I'm having a look at my TBR right now, and I don't know what I want to pick up. So I'm going to have a think. I'm going to listen to some more of this, and we'll just see how the night goes. You guys, it's the next evening. I failed yesterday. I only read about 180 pages. But, yes, day 2 was a fail. But instead of starting now for today, when it's already 10 PM, I'm going to spend the rest of my night reading the remaining 170-ish pages that I missed yesterday, and then we're just going to start afresh tomorrow. So 348 pages have been split over 2 days. It was technically a fail, but my reading vlog, my rules. I'm gonna read the pages I missed yesterday tonight, and we'll start afresh tomorrow. So I'm now on chapter 13, page 273 of The Talisman, and this is what I'm going to listen to for the next few hours to hit that page goal. Once I hit, like, I don't know, I'm feeling tired, so I'm definitely going to hit the page goal. I might stop when I get there, I might read a bit more, but I will be back in the morning and I'll just let you know how far we got in. I'm determined to complete at least all the pages that I missed yesterday tonight, because I can't let this video be a complete fail. Okay. And then tomorrow, I swear, whatever the number is, we're hitting it. I don't care if I'm staying up all night. We're hitting it. Okay? Because we need one successful day. First day didn't count. It was successful, but to me now, I need another one. So, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. I gotta read. I gotta get reading. It's 10 PM. I gotta stop talking. Oh my god. I am joined by a very special guest. Hello. This is Custard to anyone who is new. There's also a dog behind the camera. Oh, you're going to want to sit up here, aren't you? Oh, really? But I'm recording. Let's see how this goes. Oh, are you being serious? One moment. Okay, if you hear any noise like that, I do apologise. That is a dog sniffing the camera. I did in fact finish our pages over those 2 days. I made it to page 461. I finished reading at about 1 AM, and the scene I read was actually, I feel like such a wuss now in the light of day, but because it was 1 AM, I was like scared. I was scared, and I was like, okay, good job I'm finished, because I need to stop reading now because I need to get some sleep and I'm scared right now. It wasn't even, this book is not even like King's usual horror. It's like an adventure magical story, but the way Stephen King writes is just, he can make anything seem creepy, and he did it so well that something in a book so, I wouldn't say this book is tame, but in terms of Stephen King, this book is tame, one of his tamer books, it still managed to really creep me out. I can't believe I'm nearly 500 pages in and I'm not even halfway through this book, but I'm actually having such a good time, and I'm really glad about that, because the story is not dragging out at all. I was worried sometimes with Stephen King books, they don't need to be as long as they are. There's a lot of over describing and he goes off on tangents and stuff, but this one, that hasn't happened at all. There's been more than enough plot to make up those pages so far. It's been really, really fun, and a lot has been happening. So I think I want a win today. So we're going to lower the pages to 300, so between 50 and 300, just because I'm feeling a little fragile after my defeat. So I think 300 is still a bit of a challenge, but I want today to be manageable. Also, I'm listening to this a lot slower than I'd listen to another book. I'm listening to this at 1.25. That's the slowest I've ever listened to an audiobook before, but it's so atmospheric. And sometimes when you listen to like a horror book sped up, you don't get the creepiness. This guy is really good at putting on voices, and it's making it much more creepy listening to it slowed down. So like, it's taking me more than twice as long than it normally would to listen to one of these. So 300 pages would have me reading for like all day. I don't want to do the maths, but it'd be like 8 hours. I'd be putting in a shift. So I still think that is more than enough of a challenge for day 3. I guess let's go ahead, see if it will focus. Oh my gosh, finally. Okay, 85 pages. That's going to take me, that's at least a couple hours of reading at the speed I'm going at. So that will be good, easy, manageable, and I'll probably read more than that. But that's like a sigh of relief today. I always feel so bad when I fail at challenges, as if it's not like something I'm doing for myself, something for fun. It is fun until I fail, and then I feel bad. So I'm gonna read 87 pages. That's like maybe that much. But I always, if I'm ever doing a challenge like this, I always get to like the next chapter anyway. So, oh, okay, it sounds like we've got a very long chapter. Can you, Custard, thank you. There we go. Okay, so it looks like we're reading a good, like, over 100 pages, because the chapter I'm going to land on is going to be quite long. It sounds like we've got a nice chill day. I'm going to listen to some of it while I take the dogs OUTSIDE, because I know that word, and we're going to PLAY. It's like there's toddlers around, and that's what I'm gonna do with my day, unless it starts raining, in which case we'll come in and I'll do that inside with them, and that's how I'm going to spend my day. I feel like I'm just rambling now. This clip is way longer than it needs to be. I'll let you know when I've done my reading. Okay, I'll see you later. Say bye. No? Okay. And as usual, if you could hear snoring throughout that clip, it's my deaf dog. This is Pepsi. If you're new here, it wasn't a person snoring. She can't hear how loud she's being. And then of course we had Snowball as well. If you are new to this channel, yes, I have 3 dogs. This one kind of looks like a rat, but I love her. Good evening, my pages are done for the day. I read around about 140 pages, so we hit the goal. Thank God we had an easy day today. I am having so much fun with this book. It is so good. I'm now on page 599, so I'm over halfway, and I'm so glad there's another book in this, because 1,000 pages isn't enough. I need more from this story. There are so many things that could happen with this story. It's limitless how we could, like, where we could take it next, and I'm so happy I'm reading this. I'm so happy it's not a King book that drags out. I'm so happy there's so much plot to keep it going, and I'm just having a really good time. I do have a pretty busy day tomorrow in terms of I have a training day all day, then I've got to come home, get some sleep because I'm working the night. So we're going to spin the numbers, we're not using a wheel. We're going to generate tomorrow's numbers now so that I can kind of plan how much reading I've got to get done in like my free times and stuff to make it doable. We're going to do 50 to 300. That is going to be a big push, but I don't want to make it any lower than that. And we're just going to do it now, and then I think if I'm still awake tonight after midnight, I will try and get a bit of reading done, depending on what number we're going to get. We're just going to have to get this over with. Let's just get it over with. Generate, if it would. Okay, 76. Thank God, that's doable. Okay, I guess that's what I'm reading tomorrow. I'm about to shower. I've just eaten, and I'm about to try and get an early night then. So 79, I do not have to stay up past midnight to get some pages in. I can just go off to work tomorrow. I'm going to listen to the audiobook while I get ready for work, and then when I come home, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna get up in the evening to eat and get ready for work again, and that's when I'll do the rest of my reading. Okay, I'm kind of talking out loud. That's how I'm gonna plan my day. That's doable. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you at some point tomorrow. I have no clue when I'm gonna be able to film, but I guess for you it'll just be in a second anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Hello, I read my pages yesterday. I in fact read 83 pages of The Talisman, and we are making good progress. Those 83 pages look like a lot more than that when we look at the actual progress I've made. This book is not getting good, it's been good. There was a couple moments where it started to lull a bit and slow a bit, but overall I am having a good time, and a lot better time than I thought when I didn't know anything about this book and I just knew it was like an adventure story. I was like, I like King for horror, I'm not gonna like this. I'm absolutely liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So I'm about to go off and do a night shift, and if the night shift goes well, then I've got a good deal of time to get some reading in. If you're not new here, you'll know that. If not, I love my job. I'm very lucky to be able to do what I do, and when I do night shifts, I get a good few hours of uninterrupted reading time. Well, it's not uninterrupted because it's very much interrupted a lot, but it all adds up to a good few hours. Anyway, I'm gonna set it between 50 and 300 again, and we're gonna do this probably for the last time in this video. 217! Okay, I feel like today will be the last day we spin, so that's a good one to end off on, because our last two numbers have been low and I've needed that, but it's not as entertaining. I don't know if I'm going to read just this because, again, I'm listening to this on audio and I do want to take my Kindle with me, so I don't know, it's all going to depend on how the night goes. If not, I might have to read some more once I've woken up in the morning. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting 200 pages read because I've missed it. I've been reading less than 100 pages the last couple of days really, and I've needed that because I have been a bit busy and I've been in a bit of a slump, but I'm hoping to get out of it tonight. Either way, I will be back and I will let you know how much I end up reading and what it is of. So I have something to admit to you guys. It's been a couple days since I spoke to you. I did read the pages I was supposed to. I am very hungover right now. I forgot to update you guys, and then last night I went out. I gotta even figure out, I was tracking for this video, I was tracking in my notes the pages I was supposed to read, and I don't know where that, oh, there we have, 217 pages. I did it. I'm nearly finished with this brick of a book. It's not gonna be a 5-star, but I am really enjoying it. It is slow at parts, and there's a few added bits that aren't really necessary, but also, you can't go into a King book and not expect that. That's just a signature sign that it's written by Stephen King, to be honest with you. I actually really like how he's written this, because he's co-written this with Peter Straub, and I've never read anything by him before, so I have noticed that this is different from just King, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know what I'm going to end up rating it. I'm definitely going to finish this. I don't know if I'll finish it in like my next vlog I make, or if I just finish it on my own, but either way, by the end of the month, in my wrap-up, you'll be able to see what I rate it. And if I finish it before this is uploaded, this is my rating. If this is blank, I didn't finish it. We're going to end this video here because I've got to go to work and I need to try and fix myself in the next couple hours before I do that because I am feeling rough. This is it's literally nearly 4 PM. I have work at 5 and this is first time I picked up the camera today. I've been waiting to finish this video all day, but I was just like, I cannot open my eyes enough. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm gonna leave this video here. It was super fun. Maybe we failed a couple days, but who cares? We completed it and that's what matters. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day and I will see you in another video. Bye! Oh my god.